I'm excited to announce a new series that kicks off today on Need to Know. News coverage, including the youth voice, gauging the youth perspective, and digging into issues affecting our youth are of importance to WXXI and to this program. Part of that coverage also means finding and reaching out to young people, in this case high school seniors, who are not only working hard to make the grade in school, but also want to make our community and our world a better place. Need to Know's Top of the Class series introduces you to these amazing young people. First up in the series, Greece Athena Senior, Chima Dimba.
He asked me a question first and I'll come right back, okay?
You could interview anyone in the school and they would speak highly of Chima. She's just someone you want to respect because she's such a great person.
And add back the 35% onto the $63.70 to get your original price, your total. Okay?
Not only does she help other people, but she influences them to want to be better, to help them. Like, that's a role model I want to strive to be like.
Sorry. Okay.
Chima is one of these kids that she's a quiet leader. She leads by example. She never brags, she's not boastful, anything like that. Doesn't rest on her accomplishments or say, look at me and what I've done. She goes out there and is the first one to practice, last one to leave, one of those type of kids.
Last season was the first season starting with hurdles, and she helped me with like my form and my starts. She always tells me like be humble, have sportsmanship. Even if someone beats you, like you have to be humble, you have to clap for them, say congratulations.
When you see her, the amount of effort that she puts into the things you do, it makes you want to do that as well because you want to rise to the level that she puts in.
So how do you find tax off the cost?
I think she could take her skills and her drive to actually put it to work in some other place, not just her own little sphere, but the whole world.
Kind of makes sense? Yeah.
Greece Athena High School senior Chima Dimba joins us now, and welcome to the show. It's great to see you again.
Good to see you too.
So Chima, when we launched this series, we really wanted to make a concerted effort to learn about what matters to young people in our community, in addition to highlighting the work that you're doing. And when you watch the news and you hear about issues going on in our community, what would you say are some of the things that are of most importance to you?
I think having the opportunity for everyone's opinion to be heard, but then evaluating the truth behind that opinion. I believe that everyone has a right to be understood, no matter where they come from, and that it's important to look back and see where they're coming from and why they're coming from that point.
I think some of what we saw from your friend Amy kind of coincides with what you just said, and it's that you make people feel comfortable and that you listen and that you lead by example. And it was really great just to be at your school and to hear people talk about you and the great things that you're doing. And I want to know what drives you, because clearly you're an exceptional student. I should point out you have a 4.3 GPA, but you, as you said, you have interests and cares outside of this world too. I mean, outside of just academic work, but with the world as well. What is it that makes you push and to excel?
I think I've always been internally motivated, and my dad came here from Nigeria, and so he came as an immigrant. He had nothing. He worked his way up, and so that's like my model, and so I'm always trying to work better and better myself with all the resources that I have, but at the same time I still want to show, I'm not trying to be a star. I just want to help other people become like what I've become and become better than me.
So when I scheduled with your principal time to come and see you in film, it was a little difficult because you have a busier schedule than I do. And I found out after the fact, part of that is because you're a participant in a program called New Vision.
Yes. Explain
that so viewers know what it is and what you're doing.
Right. So twice a week I go to Strong Hospital, and right now I'm on the heart transplant unit. So I shadow nurses on that floor. And so I would go to school on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I go to math and gym, and then I go to Renew Community Hospital, and I learn English and economics on the days I don't go to the Strong Hospital. And so everything's based around health, because I want to go into health professions. I want to be a doctor someday. So it's really a great opportunity to see what's really going on and having a hands-on learning experience.
This is a year-long, intense academic program that you're involved with.
Yes.
And talk a little bit about what drew you to the field of healthcare. Why do you want to practice medicine?
I just want to help people. I love being hands-on. I love talking to people. I love interacting with people. I want to see people become better and grow. And so if I have an opportunity to really help someone out, and I really want to help them in the health unit, healthcare, because that could change their entire life.
Well, one thing that I should mention, you're quite the athlete, and you have a particular love for track, indoor, cross country, outdoor. You're
Yes.
also a basketball star. How competitive are you when it comes to sports? Because I know we heard you say, you told one young lady, listen, it's good to be humble, but do
Right.
you think that, that it's good to have some friendly competition?
Yes, I definitely I love winning, and I love being competitive. Growing up, I always played with my brother and my sister outside, and I love winning and being competitive. And it's just, it's the feeling going on the podium after all the hard work pays off. Nothing can beat that.
What is it you love about running? Because that is really we were
Yes.
communicating. You were heading to Long Island, or
Yes.
for a track meet. Why do you love it?
I love the feeling afterwards. I feel so good after I run, and it just feels so exhilarating to run and then compete and think that you did it all by yourself. It's an individual sport, so all the work that you put in pays off, and that you can see your improvement because you put all that work in. And if you don't put the work in, you won't see the results. So it's always, I just love, running through the hurdles and going over the finish line and turning around and seeing the scoreboard and being like, that was all me.
So I know viewers may be wondering, so where is she heading for college? We've got about 30 seconds left. Any ideas? Have you selected a school? Can you give us a few names?
I have not selected school yet. I've been accepted to every single school I've applied so far. So that's very exciting. I will decide by the end of this month and beginning of April.
Very good. Well, we are out of time, but a special thank you to my guests and the first student in Need to Know's Top of the Class series, Chima Dimba. We look forward to seeing and hearing about all the great things that you'll continue to do in our society. Thank you for being such a stellar role model.